Hey Star Trek fans, Dan Gunther here. As many of you know, with the current coronavirus pandemic, the release of Star Trek Discovery Season 3 has been pushed back to an unknown date in the future. Apparently, a lot of what's causing the holdup is the fact that they can't get the orchestra together to record the score to the episodes, which composer Jeff Russo is reportedly working on from home at the moment. However, some rumors from Season 3 of Discovery have made their presence known on the internet in the last few days, thanks to the website Trek Report, reporting from Emre Kaya on Twitter. I'm not sure if I'm saying that name right, but you can find this person at VULLEIN on Twitter, and thanks to a number of tweets, we have what may be some insights into the titles and credits for the first 7 episodes of Season 3. Now, take all of this with a grain of salt. This is just a rumor. No one official is reporting this at this time. I don't usually report on rumors like this, but apparently this source has been known to get things right in the past. Again, though, don't stake any kind of super strong validity on these claims. This is just rumors, but something that I thought would be interesting to discuss, because there's some interesting things here if these titles are in fact correct. So according to this source, the premiere episode of Season 3 is called That Hope Is You. The episode directed by Olatunde Osunsanmi and written by Michelle Paradise, Jenny Lumet, and Alex Kurtzman. Now, That Hope Is You is kind of a theme that we saw play out in the trailer for Season 3 of Discovery, in which Michael Burnham is being spoken to by some representative of whatever remains of the Federation at this time. This gentleman here.
And that hope is you, Commander Burnham.
So, yeah, this sounds like it could be fitting in with the theme of the season as we've seen in that trailer. Episode 2 is reportedly Forget Me Not, also directed by Olatunde Osunsanmi, written by Alan McElroy, Chris Silvestri, and Anthony Marinville. Again, these are names of writers from the Discovery Writers Room that we've seen on episodes in the past as well. Not a lot to go on with regards to this title, no real clues to what this episode could be about. Episode 3 is reportedly called Scavengers, directed by Jonathan Frakes and written by Ann Kofel Saunders. Now, Jonathan Frakes reportedly is directing 3 episodes in Discovery Season 3. There's only one listed here as being directed by Jonathan Frakes. We do know there will be 13 episodes in the season. We only have these details for the first 7, so there are more names and credits to be revealed for sure. Now, episode 4 of Season 3 is the one that has me really interested here. This episode is titled Unification 3, directed by Hanali Culpepper and written by Kirsten Beyer. Now, this is a really interesting title because it seems like maybe, and this is all just guesswork on my part, that it would link back to the Unification two-parter from Star Trek The Next Generation. And the thing about the two-parters at that time, they did kind of a unique thing. Most of the two-parters in Star Trek would be the title, comma, part 1, part 2, or the first one would just be the title and the second would be comma part 2. However, at this time, these episodes were titled with just the title and then the Roman numerals. So the second part of Unification was called Unification 2. No part 2, nothing like that. And this episode, as well as sharing the title of that famous two-parter from TNG, which I should tell you, if you're not aware, is the TNG two-parter that featured the Vulcan-Romulan unification attempts by Spock, and they are the episodes that Leonard Nimoy guest-starred as Ambassador Spock in the 5th season of TNG. So, is this Unification 3 a direct sequel to those episodes? One of the things that this is really sparking in me is kind of some ideas and thinking about where Star Trek Discovery Season 3 finds itself in the timeline, which is way in the future, far beyond anything we've seen before. Now, if you remember the Season 2 episode, If Memory Serves, they had that delightful little previously on Star Trek thing at the beginning of the episode where they showed clips from The Cage, with that episode being kind of a direct sequel to that, with dealing with the Telosians and Vina and all of that situation again. So I'm wondering, with the placement of Discovery far beyond all of Star Trek, if they do another thing like that, a previously on Star Trek, all of Star Trek history from before that. All of the series, TOS, TNG, DS9, Voyager, all of Enterprise, all of those seasons, everything takes place before that. So a previously on Star Trek little bit at the beginning could theoretically reference any part of Star Trek. So, Unification 3, that just really has my mind kind of reeling. Also, the fact that it's written by Kirsten Beyer, who, among everyone else on the Discovery writing team, is kind of known as the keeper of the canon, right? She has a really broad knowledge of Star Trek canon. She's kind of known for that. So the fact that this episode might be a canon-heavy linking back episode, that would be right up her alley for sure. So episodes 5 and 6 are Terra Firma Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 directed by Maya Vervilo, teleplay by Alan McElroy, with story by Boyan Kim, Erica Leipold, and Alan McElroy. Part 2 directed by Douglas Arniakowski, teleplay by Kalinda Vasquez, and story again by Boyan Kim, Erica Leipold, and Alan McElroy. Now the title Terra Firma tends to traditionally refer to Earth, so speculation-wise, this might be Discovery making her way back to Earth for the first time in this season 3, in this far future of the Federation. So that would be interesting to get a look at what's going on Earth at this time. And finally, episode 7, The Sanctuary, directed by John Dudkowski, written by Kenneth Lynn and Brandon A. Schultz. This one, again, a fairly generic title. It might be kind of a safe place that Discovery has found and must lay low in. Again, this is all just complete speculation, no idea what that title could be. Of course, its meaning will be informed by the episodes that precede it as well. So lots of unknowns here going into season 3 with big question marks. But if these details are true, and again, I emphasize if, this might not be at all true, but definitely some interesting tidbits if they are. So how about you guys out there? I want to hear from you. What do you think of these episode titles? Do you have any speculation as to what any of them could mean? Do you have any theories as to the provenance of these rumors? Are they true? Are they not true? Are you very skeptical? Are you kind of on the fence? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you, of course, to the Patreon supporters for helping me bring this video to you. I really do appreciate all of your help and support, especially during this time of very limited income and that sort of thing. So every little bit really does help. Thank you all so very much. Everyone else, thank you just for watching the videos. That's the best thing you could possibly do. But if you know of a friend that might be interested in a channel like this where we deal with Star Trek in a more positive manner and try not to do the bashing that a lot of those other YouTube channels do, let a friend know about this channel. Spread the news around, let people know. I always love new viewers, so thank you so much for doing that. I'll see you all in the next video, and until next time, as always, live long and prosper.